So you guys know Roy Moore's another one of those guys we like to talk about on the show quite often, and I hate to be the show that has to repeatedly talk about these people, but they just won't fucking go away. So Roy Moore is running for Senate, of course, and he is a twice ousted ex-Chief Justice of the state Supreme Court, who apparently now is being persecuted for molesting children 30 years ago or so. I'm not sure exactly what the time frame is, but there's been lots of reports out there, but everybody's like, oh, they're accusers. No, they're victims. They're not accusers. They're victims.
It's not a few. I mean, it's not like one or two.
There's several. There
are either 30 accusations or 30 verified sources.
And so Roy Moore isn't like talking about this much. He's denying it, of course, but his brother, Jerry Moore, which if I ever try to run for a public office, I really hope they don't. If I call my brother, they're not really going to have much to talk about to begin with, or it's like I hopefully
you can call all my siblings and they'll be like,
look, I don't.
You should vote for her. I'm not kidding.
I'm sorry.
Despite any conflict with my siblings, they'll be like, nah, she's amazing. Vote for her.
I just wish some people would shut the fuck up.
I just
deep in my heart.
Good or bad, endorsement or condemnation from a sibling, I don't. I take with a grain of salt.
No,
because it's a sibling. I can't take it seriously.
But when they say stuff like this, which was a transcript that I have here from Martin Savage that was talking to Jerry Moore, he said after he got off the phone with me, he said, first of all, he says that he knows, the brother knows, that the allegations against Roy Moore are not true. Not true at all, says Jerry Moore. He's very concerned about what the impact is going to be on their 91-year-old mother.
Really?
Fuck your 91-year-old mother. She's living on borrowed time already.
I don't care.
Look. I've known people in their 90s. Everybody I've ever met in their 90s is really just waiting for the end. They don't
come kill me today, please.
It is like, seriously, it is, well, I might be dead tomorrow. I don't care.
It's Stan's grandpa level of like, just kill me.
Care. They either don't know what's going on, don't care what's going on, or just want to die.
So Jerry Moore says that it's money and the Democratic Party, those two things, implying that they are doing this because they're being paid in some way, and that it's the purpose of derailing or interrupting this campaign.
Yeah.
The twice ousted Supreme Court justice. Twice.
Wait, I got a quick fix for this one. Huh. One of his accusers is a Trump voter.
Yeah. How about that?
Actually, several of them are.
Oh my god!
Because there's more than
because it's Alabama, the worst state in the goddamn union. Alabama and Mississippi are two of the worst fucking states in the whole union.
They
Absolutely.
are. And
absolutely.
But there's also
they've historically all the things. They're just terrible.
But one thing that's been true throughout every single report is every single report from these accusers has not come from a news organization reaching out or looking for people.
Oh no, they came out themselves. It's amazing.
It has been people reaching out to organizations to say, hey, you should know about this.
And it's statements that had been taken by police, affidavits that had been signed and been put into public knowledge. They've been out there for a while. So
it's not just now. They've been cited before.
So Jerry says in defense of his brother, he says that his brother is being persecuted. In his own words, like Jesus Christ was. Are you fucking kidding me?
Look.
Hey, that's fine.
Wasn't accused of trying to fuck 14-year-olds, so there's that.
Well, let's put Roy up on a cross and put a spear into his side and see if he comes back in 3 days. If he comes back in 3 days, then he gets the Senate seat. Let's do that. How about that?
Sure.
No, No, fuck him. That guy, no.
No, Felicia, he won't survive. That's the thing. That's all we're gonna find in 3 days is a bloated fucking corpse that's gonna smell like shit. You know?
Oh, please. Our surgical technology. If he gets stabbed in the side, he'll be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna smell like shit and Victoria's Secret body spray.
Whatever. No, he gets stabbed in the side by a spear, and there are some incredible surgeons in the world. And I personally know how surgeons in rural areas are staffed, and they are some of the world class.
I know, but don't we get to scourge him before we put him on the cross? So it's a cat and nine tails?
No, we do. Yeah.
Oh, so some antibiotics. He'll be fine.
Well, I know, but like if you get the really good deep cuts, like they did with Jesus Caviezel.
Yeah, no, antibiotics. They'll heal up. He'll be scars.
3 days nailed to a piece of wood.
He's old.
Okay, you're right. 3 days that the infection's setting in, you're out.
Yeah,
shit out of it. You're right.
Guys,
Jesus Christ.
Roy Moore's old. If his mom's 91, he's old.
Oh no.
He old.
I have a coworker who's in his early 30s, whose father is in his 90s.
Holy shit!
Yep.
That's Tony Randall age right there. God damn. That's some.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh my god, did you just imply that somebody in their early 30s was old?
No. The early 30s guy has a dad that's 90.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was implying that.
That also means that mom and dad, dad fucked mom when he was in his 60s, you know. Ugh.
I was implying that he was intensely young to have a father in their 90s.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm shutting this down. Nope, shutting this down because fuck this. I'm not talking about Roy Moore anymore.
We know what Roy Moore is, and he's solid into old. He's solid into old. So.
Yeah. And so the great thing is like a small number of Republican leaders, small because there should be the fucking majority of them. And thankfully, Mike Lee finally got around to saying, no, we're not going to support Roy Moore anymore. He should step down. Oh, man, he finally got one thing right.
Thanks for doing the most obvious thing ever.
Let's see.
We appreciate your courage.
Now, he has some people that have been defending him, like State Auditor Jim Ziegler, who compared Moore's coupling with a 14-year-old. Coupling with a 14-year-old.
No, he was in his 30s. He wasn't like 19 or anything.
He compared it to Mary and Joseph in the Bible.
No. Okay. Well, okay.
Okay, no, to be fair, it's gross in the Bible too.
No, it's super gross. But I posted this earlier, and this was like 5 in the morning, just woke up, looked at this and went, so in this scenario, God impregnated a teenage girl without consent.
Agreed, yeah.
What? I mean, I'm sorry.
Glad tidings we bring to you because, or something like that. It's like,
to be fair, she did consent. In the story, she was approached by an angel who was like, boom, baby. And she was like, that sounds great.
Well, it was all the, hey, you're going to have a baby. It was
historically speaking, the average birthing age was around early 20s.
So Utah standards then. There you go. Got it.
But
yeah, no, that's perfectly fine.
But you can have healthy babies. In his scenario, she was 14.
Gross.
And not a healthy birthing age. You want to make it perfectly fucking clear. 14 is not a healthy birthing age.
No, it's not.
Not in human biology. Not in any historical context.
No.
Even when the average dying age was 40, most women were having babies by 20.
And that's not even bringing up the idea of consent.
Look, we're not even talking about.
How do you consent to an angel that's showing up to you and telling you that you are already pregnant?